What's up, Knife Tube? It's Diamond Cut Steel, and you guys are going to learn something today. So, what we're going to do, we're going to cut test this Kizer and CPM 3V. Now, as I showed in the little short, this steel most definitely has problems. You know what? I give Kizer time to, I give them ample time to correct it. They reply and then they stop replying, so I'll go ahead and put the video out. And this isn't a revenge thing. You know what? I know they know that this steel has, whether it be a batch or whatever the case, I know they know this 3V has a problem. I've done showed them. Other people have done talked to them. People I know off the forums has done talked to them. All I want them to replace this knife with a knife that is within the proper Rockwell. They state 61 to 62 and a half. This is nowhere near that. There's also other issues with this steel. Well, let's see. And you know, I haven't cut test this, so I don't know what it's going to score. What I can tell you is that if 3V is done pretty decently, you can expect upper end D2 type edge retention. So this knife is laser beam sharp. Some people are having a really hard time getting the burr off. Well, I've been dealing with foil burrs for a long time. I know how to do it. So I can get the knife to incredibly sharp. But if a knife is pulling a foil burr like that, there's issues. Not to mention, this steel is probably under 50, I'd say 59, no more than 59 Rockwell. It's just super soft on the stones. Realistically, it's probably down more like 58. I'm putting it at 59 because I know I'm right. If I'm at that Rockwell, it's softer than that. And the reason it's so soft is because there's a ton of retained austenite in the steel, which is exactly why when you're sharpening it, it just kind of feels like it wants a smear rather than cut. And then you wind up with a nasty foil burr that don't want to come off. That's textbook too much retained austenite. So you know, it's not about getting the knife sharp. If you know how to deal with foil burrs or whatever the case, you know, you can get them off and you can have a screaming sharp edge. That's not the issue. The issue is, well, you'll see. So we're going to, let me grab a couple sheets of paper here. You know what? All I want them to do is get me a knife that performs how it should, and not, you know, just not reply to me. Oh, we'll get back to you, and then you don't get back to me. It pissed me off. And you know what? I know I don't have a big reach on here. Kizer Mini Harpoon 3V. Okay. I know I don't have a huge reach on here, but on the forums, I do have a pretty big reach. And I paid $60 for this. I want what I was supposed to get. So let's do a cut test on it. And you know, I don't want this to look like a hit piece. If the knife performs great, it performs great. This is a beautiful edge. Beautiful edge. Cleanly deburred. So let's mark off. I'm going to give them more than I normally give. So I'm just going to go from here to about here. It's more like I'd normally do about 1.125 inches. That's more like 1.5 inches or more. So we're going to give them more cutting area. Now, like I said, if this 3V is done decently, we should see D2, upper ended like D2. So petrified fish K110 did what, 90? So I would expect at minimum 90. Let's see what we get. Also, one thing I want to tell y'all, because I know that this steel has issues, I went ahead and did it at about 20 degrees per side and not 17. That way, if it fails really quickly, it's not because it was ran at a lower bevel angle. Now, what it'll do, I don't know. I genuinely don't. Typically, when a knife has too much retained austenite and it's overly soft, it's going to perform like shit. So here I am again, 7 minutes. Not started. Ugh. I know I drive you guys crazy, but taking so long to start the video. All right, so let's get to cutting. Let's cut. Let's get Cycloptopoos. Looking at this shit. So super sharp edge, so it's going to cut amazing. Yeah, exactly. 1, 2, 3. There's 10. See where we're at. Look at that. Already developed. It's not enough to tear the paper, of course, but I can already feel. Still going to cut quite a bit more, but I can already feel a itty bitty little catch, and I can already see a couple little glinting. That's bullshit. Come on, can you? Let's see if I'm going to see it. See it right there? It's about right in here. See it right there? It's right there. Yeah, I don't know if it's coming through for y'all, but yeah, I already see glinting. It's minor. 10 cuts though. Come on. There's 10. it's close. It's wanting to grab. I'd say it's not going to do 40. It's already starting to get slick. There's 30. Piece right. See it? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that one got through. It's getting really rough. That was a tear. That was a tear. It. We'll go 5 more. I mean, the test should be over with now, but I'm going to do it till it's catching and tearing basically every time. As you can see, it's not cleanly cutting the rope neither now. That's 5. Tear. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Oh, that one got through. You see it skipping? That's where it's flat. The apex is flat where it skips. Yeah. Let's give it 5 more, just shits and giggles. That's 40. Yeah, there's a good catch now. Yeah, okay. So it's catching pretty hard now. Let me get a new piece of paper. Hold on. That got through. What the hell? Yeah, that's it. And I'm being lenient. Technically, it's done. It probably failed the test, actually. At 35 is where it should have been called. But there, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. So we're just going to call it 40, but come on, man. See it? Yeah. All right. Yeah, there's little catches everywhere. I don't know how well they're going to show up on camera, but to the naked eye, you can see them easily. See them? Yeah, all that's glinting big time. Yeah, that's it. So 40 cuts, but really 35. That's not right. Um, that's just very poorly done steel. Um, so my advice is until they fix whatever the issue with this batch of these 3V mini harpoons from Amazon, I would not buy this knife. Yeah, I would not buy this knife. Now, see, what I will say is I've had 3V from them, and it's been okay. Not good, but okay. Their 4B, among the worst steel I've ever had in my hands. Rex 45, same thing. But the 3V has been okay, just okay. This right here is borderline as bad, as poorly done as the 4B that they had is. Yeah. Like the edge, oh yeah, the edge is totally rounded over. And I'm pushing pretty hard. Like you can clearly see the dent in my finger. See? Yeah, the edge is totally rolled over. So I definitely would not buy these until they fix whatever the problem is. Too many people's gotten bad 3V mini harpoons as of the past month or two. I believe what it is they had a bad batch, say 500 knives. You know, they're heat treating these things 500, 1,000 at a time. So they had a bad batch, and that's why all these really bad ones have been popping up for the past 2 months or so. Kizer, I want a replacement. This is unacceptable. This is poorly done. Anybody who's bought these and has steel like this deserves an exchange. I can't exchange it to Amazon because I've sharpened it, and I'm not going to send back something that I've sharpened. And I'm past 30 days now, anyways. But y'all cannot be if y'all simply if y'all just simply grabbed out 10 knives out of the batch and punched them on a hardness tester, you would have seen there's an issue with the batch. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.